Yeah, I think the really important thing is to remember that keywords aren't exclusive to online. And I think that tends to be where people go wrong. You know, keywords are and always have been a conversation, and a multi-channel campaign is exactly that. It's multi-channel. So across all of the channels, the sales messages should be really quite similar. And the advantage I think that we have online is that it's quite easy to really to understand the numbers and quantify keywords. And I think that's the difference. That's where people tend to get a little bit mixed up with keywords off and online. Keywords aren't exclusive to online, and they never have been. And I think it's really important to remember that. The advantages, of course, that we have online is that we can measure them, and therefore we can set our campaigns up to sort of meet the demand, if you like, of keywords and the number of people that are searching for those keywords. So in order to set up our online campaign to work within our multi-channel or holistic approach, we have a great advantage onliners in that we can see what people are searching for and we can meet that demand. And that's the real key essential. But it's really important to remember that the message across all of our channels should be consistent and is. Yeah, I think we're talking about really the age-old, not really the problem, but the age-old question over Google. And this boils down to a real algorithm issue. Google hasn't really changed. The castle's the same. It's just the moat that maybe you've got a little bit bigger, and they put some sharks in it as well. But fundamentally, it's the same. Google was set up by academics, and the way that they set it up is pretty much similar to academia in the sense that good referred traffic or good referrals are really important. So therefore, if I have some content and it's liked or referred to from authority sites or people who are authorities in my industry, it carries a lot more weighting. So going back to our academic example, if I write a white paper about cardiology and somebody who doesn't know anything about cardiology refers back to it offline, in the offline world, it doesn't really carry much weight. However, if an eminent professor or a world-leading cardiologist referred to my white paper in some of his either online or offline work, it carries a hell of a lot of weight and a lot of people would take notice of what I'm doing. Same follows online. So we produce very good content and we find people to collaborate with that refer to our content. So it boils back down to this: our content must be relevant, it must be authoritative, and the votes of confidence or the referrals that we get from people in a similar industry that have authority themselves and have respect themselves, the more, if you like, authority our site begins to get, and therefore it makes a bigger impact in our campaign. I think it's a really good question. SEO and websites could be considered to be the new kids on the block. Certainly websites aren't, but initially they were pretty much brochure sites. And it's really important for people to understand that we've come a long way since the days of a website being pretty much a brochure. So it's really, really important to understand that a website as part of an holistic approach to marketing is really key. It could be answered by me asking you the question, when you search for something or when you want to know something, where do you go? You know, when was the last time you used the yellow pages? When was the last time you used Google to find something? I don't need the answers because we pretty much know the answers. Now, people are searching online, there's no doubt about that. The way they're searching is changing and constantly evolving, which is why we need to be on top of our game all the time. It's moving from desktop to mobile. Semantic search is becoming more important. But nevertheless, people are searching for all their needs and requirements online, 99.9% of the time. So to underestimate the importance of online as part of a multi-channel campaign is quite naive. I wouldn't be as bold to say that online is exclusive because that's ridiculous. It's not. Hence, we have multi-channel campaigns, but it's really important now to understand, and I think clients are coming around to realizing that online isn't just about a brochure anymore. It's about a strategic approach to delivering results for your campaign, whatever those results are.